Hello Odooers, welcome to this course on e-commerce. In this series, you'll learn how to create and manage your online store with Odoo. And where better to start than setting up your first product? Nobody wants a long introduction, so let's dive right in. Okay, so first we'll open the website app. And then from here we will access the shop page by clicking on shop. So we'll start by creating a product. Now, we are an artisan ceramic shop that just released a brand new rainbow mug. So to create this product, we'll just click on New on the upper right, and then we click on Product. Now here we can add a lot of information. We'll start by adding our product name, which will be the rainbow mug. Then we'll specify the price in sales price, which will be 25 euros. And the taxes, we leave it like that, so it will be 21% that is added. And then we will add a picture by clicking on the pencil over here. And here we can just add any file from our computer. And just like that, it's added. Now the last thing we're going to do is we are going to choose to which website category this product pertains. So you have a list of all the categories on our website. And of course, our rainbow mug goes in the mugs category. We'll click Save, and here you go. We have a product page. Now, of course, we can make it even more appealing with some details. Let's, for example, add a description. So I don't want to write the description, so all I have to do is click on the slash button and then type AI. And if I select this menu, then the AI agent appears. Here I can write my prompt, so write a short description for this product, hit enter, and then the agent is thinking and comes up with a description. I can just click on use this. And if I close my agent, we see that it has appeared here on my page. So let's click save. Okay, so this looks nice. And you have to know that Odoo lets you customize each product and product page independently. So that means that the changes made on this page will not affect the other product pages. So let's make some other changes. If, for example, you do not want the review button to appear, well, all you have to do is click on Edit over here and then go to the Style tab. And here you have all the general options of your page. For example, here we see that the reviews are toggled on. So if I click on it, it toggles off and you see that they disappear. But in our case, reviews add a trust factor, so we will leave them on, and now the visitors can review this product. If you want the terms and conditions to appear, as we want to because they are active, then they will appear over here, and you can change them as you want. So for example, I want this to be 5 to 8 days, for example. If we want to enable a search bar, for example, so that the person can search through the page, then we can do that as well. We enable it and the search bar appears over here. So for now, this suits our needs, so we'll just click on save. When we click save, well, the page is automatically published as long as it is related to an existing category, which we did in the beginning when we created our products. If you don't want your page to be published right away, you can just toggle the button off here, and then your page will not be published and nobody can see it on your website except for you. And if you need to access the backend to change some more detailed information, well, then simply click on the product button over here, and here we are on the backend. Now, of course, you can also create a product directly from the backend. So when you go to your products dashboard, which we do by clicking on e-commerce and then products, from here we can click on new. So here we can add our name. So let's take another product. We'll take the blue ceramic plate. And we can add a picture by clicking on the pencil once more and choosing our blue ceramic plate picture. Now, if we go to the General Information tab, well, then we can select the product type. In our case, it's a good. And we can add the price. So in our case, it will be 18 euros. We have also other info that we can fill in, such as the acquisition cost, the purchase taxes, and other fields which can have impact on your accounting, inventory, or reporting. But we don't need them for now. If we go to the Attributes and Variants tab, we can add attributes and variants, which we were explaining in the next video. In the e-commerce tab, we can directly publish our product by toggling it on or off. We can edit the description over here, and we can add categories over here. We can also add some tags so we can find our products easily, and we can add extra media by clicking on Add Media, and here we can add some pictures or we can add some videos with a YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion, Facebook or Instagram link. If we go to the Sales tab, well, here we can manage our upsell, cross-sell and alternative products, but we're also going to see those topics in another video. Finally, in the Prices tab, you can add one or more price lists if you enable the option in the settings. Once more, we will talk about price lists in a dedicated video later on in this course. Okay, so now we can go to the website and we see that this product is also published. And once more, if you want to edit it and add other features to it, just click on Edit and add whatever you want. Okay, so we're back on our products dashboard. Now, if you've got a long list of products to upload, or you have exported your products from another website and you want to add them to Odoo, well, you can just batch import them using an Excel or a CSV file, like I have over here. So I have 4 products that I want to batch import. This is easier to do than to import product per product on Odoo. Now, if you don't know which template to use, well, just click on the cog icon over here and then click on Import Records. And here you see that Odoo suggests a template to download and then you can fill in with your products. Once you have your file, you can import your products by clicking on Upload Data File and then selecting your files, or you can just drag and drop it by taking your file and dropping it in Odoo. And here you see that the columns that are on your file appear over here. Now, you have to make sure that the fields match the columns they correspond to. So, for example, here we see that the name of the columns are external ID, name, product type, internal reference, and so on. And if we go on our file, we see that the columns are also named external ID, name, product type, internal reference, and so on. So, because we are choosing to publish products along with their pictures, you can see that there is a Files to Import section over here and a Upload Your Files Smart button. So when we click it, we can select the pictures that go with our products. But a word of advice, you have to make sure that the image file names, so for example, blueceramicplate.png, are the same as in the Excel file. So if we go on our Excel file and we go to the image column, we see that indeed it is called blueceramicplate.png, exactly the same name. So let's upload the files and we will select all 4 of our products' images and click on Open. Okay. So if you're not sure that the import is right, we can just test it. So there is a test button over here, and if you click on it, then if everything is good, we will get the message, everything seems valid. So the last thing to do now is simply to click on Import, and you have your products ready to publish. So here you can see all 4 of them with the images. And if you go back to the products dashboard and we remove the published tag because they're not published yet, well, then you can see that they have appeared here below. All you have to do to publish them is, as we saw, go on the product in the e-commerce tab and publish them right here. How easy was that? Stay tuned because there's so much more to explore with Odoo e-commerce. That's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. And as always, check our online documentation for more information on the topic. See you in the next one.